Hi guys, it is January 15th, 2020, and it is about 7:15 Central Standard Time. I was in another live chat and got kicked out, so I'm hoping people will come over here. Don't know quite what happened with that I couldn't text for people to know that I'm over here, so I'll just wait over here for a minute. And my phone is not letting me on at all. Hi guys, sorry about that. I'm gonna restart my phone as well. I did that before I came in here. Basically, my husband was looking at us on the Roku TV, which is what takes up all the juice off of our line. So that's what had happened. Goodness gracious. So I had to get the phone so I can call him to on the intercom so that he could get off the phone. But let's see. I know I'm going to lose a lot of people. I'm so sorry about that. And I couldn't even, my phone wouldn't even let me text that I was going to open up a new chat. Oh, you could hear me? That was funny. You could actually hear me. Okay. I'm trying to see if I can go back and get this live now. Hi, Vivian. Hi, Diane 57. So I got to get all my phone's stuff back in order since I had to reboot it. Thank you guys for coming back over into this chat. I think we were in the 30s. We was at 25 when I closed out. So sorry guys. Got Bonita back. Teresa McCormick says hello again. Phyllis says found you. Diane 57 is saying hi. Vicky Lemire is back. June Hansen, hi there. You are back. Hello. Beverly Seaball says hello again. Hi, Beverly. Remo is back. Vicky is back. She says now a video I recorded in November is also playing. That's funny. Melinda C says hello to everyone. Hi, Melinda. And Vicky heard me. You all could hear me talking to my husband about getting off the phone. I had to reach back and get our house phone to call him on the intercom. And Vivian says hi. I saw your name come through. Hi, Vivian. And Vicky says she gets a notification when I go live. Yeah, YouTube is supposed to send notification to everyone, but it seems like people will come in and say that they didn't get their notification. So it just depends on how well YouTube is responding to how many people are live or whatever it is that they're running on YouTube. Beverly says she had to turn her fan on too as well. I was sitting here calm and everything was fine until my live went kaput. Camille is here again saying hi again. Deborah says, are we live or are we Memorex? Who's talking about Oreo cookies? Do I have Oreo cookies? I'm trying to figure out where are the Oreos. Miss J.A. Coleman says, hi, T and all. Hi, welcome to chat. And Vicky said her sugar was 187 when she woke up this morning. Oh, my goodness. Celia Swain says, hello everyone, hi. Yeah, I do know they have to hit the bell next to subscribe. And some of them say that they have it, Vicky. So I don't know what the problem is. Tiffany is here. She says, hi, 10, everyone. Vicky is the one with the cookies. uh, Shrivia Henderson says, I made it back. Hi, everyone. Hi, thank you for coming back over. And let's see. Joan Elkin says, I do have notification on, but still never get one. See, and that's the thing. It's kind of totally different for everybody. I don't have a whole lot to share. I just wanted to show y'all this bag I made. It was like a little test bag. I don't know if I'm going to do any more. I didn't even record this. But I made this little bag that is lined on the inside with a zipper. And I just wanted to see if I could do it. So I did do that. This one can actually hold. I use these type of bags to hold like sewing kits where I'll put hand sewing needles, black and white thread, maybe some beige thread, and then a thimble, stuff like that, or some snippers, so that I can like take this whenever I'm hand sewing my bindings or doing any hand work. So I got everything already in these bags. So that's one thing I wanted to show you all. I'm gonna get to talking fast so that I don't get kicked back out of here. Y'all also know that I'm a paper crafter, and I found this crafter's companion die, and I'm like obsessed with this. This is my prototype, my first one. I think I know how to do this now. But isn't this a cute little hexagon box? You can kind of see the bottom here. But I thought this was just so cute, and I use like cardstock, so maybe I need to use designer paper to make this so that I can crease a little better, because that's what's happening here in the middle, although it's still cute. But this is one piece of paper with no cuts, like there's no slits like going up this way. I was surprised at how this goes together, but you have to do all this creasing in here to get that to work. The base is really easy to put together, but I thought this was really, really cute. So they have some more dies. So you know, I only made this one box, right? But I went back and bought all of their other box kits that I could find on their site. And I just did that before I went live. I don't know if it's because I just needed to do some shopping to be happy again or what, but yeah, that's what I did. And then I didn't even decorate it because this was just the main box. But so this is one piece, and then this is another piece of the die, but you cut it twice. And then the die has all of the decorative edges that you can use on the outside here, up as well as here. And then you can also either layer here like two pieces of paper, or you can cut into this actual paper as well. And then you also got the pieces that go up here, and they give you, I think it was 3 different triangles that you can put up here, 3 choices, and then 3 of these things here that could go here, and then 3 options that will go here, plus a tag. So say if you had some candies or something in here, they give you a little tag you can put on here so you can make a to and from. So the die had over 30 pieces with this particular die kit, so I really like this. So let me see what you all are saying in the comments and make sure I welcome all the new people in. And Diane is right. She says bling any way you can. And that is so funny, T. Shopping does help, I know. And then Diane saying glitter. Bonita is shaking my head. Yeah, because I went and bought them. And I told my husband I was buying them too. And he was like, do whatever. Just do whatever. June Hansen is saying, I'm going to make a bag for my nebulizer. It is a small take-along one. I want to keep it clean, so I'm looking for a bag to make. Beverly says, what die cutting machine is that you're using? For this particular die, these are wafer thin dies, and you need something like a Big Shot, a Gemini, a Cuttlebug, a Sizzix. Like, that's Big Shot. Sizzix is Big Shot. A Platinum, which is, or not a Platinum, but the name of the company for Platinum is Spellbinders. Oh gosh, see, that's why I'm here. And I think that's it. You got to have a machine that cuts wafer thin dies, and you can't use a Go, you can't use a Studio, you can't use those type of die systems to cut wafer thin dies. Tiffany's internet went off too. People saying nice box, adorable, looks well made. Or the recipe for the candies, that's pretty good. Then nice bag. Oh my gosh, Tiffany, you were looking so good in the videos. Color was coming back. She's saying she's sick again, guys. If you have to pray for her again, keep her in your prayers. She's got life illness. And Diane is recommending that June makes a small crossbody bag for her nebulizers. Angela Stringers, she's back. Welcome back, Angela. Sorry about the mishap. My husband got on to look at the live on the Roku TV, and it took us out. And it's weird because he used to watch on the TV all the time, so... Doris O is here. She says, good evening, everyone, from Glen Allen, Virginia. Welcome to chat, Doris. Appreciate you coming in. And again, if anybody got any quilt-related questions, please go ahead and pop them into the chat box as well. I do have one tail. It won't happen for a couple of weeks, the end of January. And that is, and I've been kind of holding off telling you guys this. I've kind of known this since Houston. But I'm actually going to put a computerized system onto my long arm machine. So I have ordered it, and it came in. And so then I made an appointment for them to put it in at the end of the month. And I did that because I need to clean that area out so that they can do it, because I have such a small area that they've got to get to the opposite end of my long arm. So this is going to be a whole process. So I don't know how much video I'm going to be able to record and or edit, upload. So yeah, I've already had a bum week, and then I went ahead and scheduled it because I just need to get it done so that it's not hanging over my head, as well as the company wants the rest of their money. So you know how that goes. They can't get the rest of their money until they deliver. I've been kind of putting them off a little bit, but yeah, so that's where I'm at with that. That's my tail. I'm hoping that because I have so many things that I'm doing, I haven't been doing a whole lot of quilting. I'm hoping that I can, like, while I'm editing videos or doing desk work, that I can put a quilt on and maybe do a row or two while I'm doing desk work. And it looks like I'm spooling again. And yeah. It still looks like I'm recording, but my phone is telling me to check my network connection. So am I still here, guys? Just let me know if you can hear me still, because I got nothing on my cell. Okay, thanks, Deborah. Appreciate that. So let me close out of this again and see if I can go back into YouTube and see if it'll let me pull it up. June, I answered your question. Yes to the, you can still do the swap. I did answer your question. Or maybe YouTube comments are acting up again, because that could be an issue as well. Thank you guys. For some reason, I still can't get it on my phone. I went all the way out. So I'm going to continue to chat. If it starts acting up, I can't type on my iPad for some reason. I don't know how to do that. It doesn't give me a blank space so that I can type down here. So if I stall out, you all let me know, because I have no visual reference here. So let's see. Go back and make sure I didn't miss some people's comments. Hi, TN everyone. Can't believe I forgot it's Wednesday. Hi, Judy. Welcome. And then Deborah says, T, you look exhausted. I am, and that's because I've been taking my nephew to school in the morning. So I've been having to get up at 6:30 when I don't go to bed till like 5 o'clock. And I've been getting in the bed, but my body will not go to sleep. And part of the problem is my niece didn't ask me until Sunday night. So I didn't get a chance to use Friday, Saturday, and all of that to get my body acclimated to going back to being up in the daytime. So it's been a hard week. And then while he's in school, I am so tired that I have to take a nap, because I'm not going to function at all. So I'm hoping that over this weekend I can train myself to be up again all day and try to sleep at night. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. So I am exhausted. I kind of explained that at the beginning of the first video that we got kicked out of. Angela Stringer says, what is the best kind of cutting system? AccuQuote Go. It just depends on your preference and what exactly, how much money you want to spend, let me say that, and then what features you're looking for in a die cutting system. I could talk about die cutting systems for a long time. I actually have a Go Electric that I bought, so if I teach class, I can take it to classes. I actually use the AccuQuilt Studio, and I bought it before the electric came out, because the Studio, it has two things. It has a bigger opening for me to cut, and then another thing that it has is that it cuts 10 layers instead of 6, so I can cut a lot more pieces faster. And also the handle on it compared to the handle on the regular Go is a lot easier to turn. The reason why I upgraded from the regular Go, because that's what I had originally when I first started, I upgraded to the Studio because every once in a while, as you cutting a whole lot of scraps, it can be cumbersome to turn the handle on the Go. Now, I don't know if they've upgraded the Go since then, because I've had my Studio for a long time and the handle isn't as hard to turn, but I even had one get stuck where I had to send it to the company, and they sent me a refurbished one. They were really good about it, and they didn't even ask me when I had bought it. They just knew that I bought a lot of my dies from them when they have sales, and so they kind of have a record of your sales, but they just sent me a refurbished one, and I didn't have any problems with the refurbished one. But then when I upgraded to the Studio, I actually sold the refurbished one. So it just depends on your budget. Now, Studio dies also cost more, but on the flip side, they go on sale for 50% off quite often, whereas the Go will only go like 20% sometimes. And if they're having a good day, they might give you 25%. It's like once a year maybe where you can get dies on sale for more than 20 or 25% off. So it's not often. Sizzix, you can also cut fabric on some of the, I don't have any dies. I have big dies in here. Let me go get a die on the other side of my desk, because you have wafer thin dies, which I have shown you in a previous video where I uploaded stuff from Allie. And I got all the big ones here in the front. Let me see if I can get a small one out of here. This is still huge, but I want to show you how big this is. But these, what the Go use and what this use is a steel rule die. And it doesn't matter if it's the Go die or this die. But a wafer thin die is only like that thick. Probably not even that thick. So they're really not made for cutting fabric. Now, Crafter's Companion has recently come out with multimedia dies that they have made, some wafer thin dies that will cut fabric. So that's something that's newly entering the market in 2019. So that would be your exception to that. But you also want to make sure that those dies are made for fabric piecers. If you're cutting something like this, and say rectangles and squares aren't a problem, but it's when you start getting into triangles and various shapes, especially curves like apple cores and things like that, that those die companies know that it's for a quilter, because they got to add in that 1/4 inch seam allowance all the way around. If some dies, like if AccuQuilt also is a company that's called AccuCut. And AccuCut was the company that came out first. And they were making the dies that people use in the education system. So those dies were not good for quilters because they didn't have the 1/4 inch seam. Hence, where they split that company and made AccuQuilt. So everything on AccuQuilt is made for quilters. Everything on AccuCut is made for people that are mostly doing paper. Just so you know the difference. Bye, Vicky. My phone still isn't right. Trying to see if I can get on YouTube so I can read comments comfortably without having to lean in and... Yeah, I don't know. I rebooted the thing, so I don't know what's going on with that. But it just depends on your budget. AccuQuilt has the Go Baby, which is a cheaper model, but you can only cut dies up to 6 inches. Then you have the AccuQuilt Go, and you've got that will cut up to 8 inches, I think. And then Studio, whatever the tray size is, I'm just going to estimate 18 inches or something. It can go as wide or as wide as this die that I just showed you here. So, but I love that I can cut 10 layers of fabric over 6, because when you're cutting 300 or 400 half square triangles sets, it goes a whole lot faster. Let me... I did, Angela, swipe down to... I went all and checked into my network. And it's still... I went over here and did this gear. It told me I was already connected. See? It tells me... Still didn't make any difference. But it tells me that I'm connected. I just can't get it to show on this phone. But you can see over there where it's got the go button. It's saying that I'm connected. But it's not letting me do anything. My husband made my whole Wi-Fi angry. And it's just spooling. It says I'm connected. I hit open up YouTube. It says no. And I even rebooted. So it's not going to matter. Let me just come back over here. Let me go down. Hold on. I'm trying to get to the last question I answered about dies so I can start back up. You all have been typing. Okay, I got Angela's question. Diane says, I cut 52 1/2 inch black strips. Will that be enough for our blocks? Nope, you need 100 because you got to put... Oh, you cut 52 1/2 inch black strips. I don't know if that's enough because you didn't cut how I cut. I cut 11.5 inches. I had a cutting video. You can go back and watch that. I cut my strips. No, I cut my strips 10.5 inches. And I cut my strips 14.5 inches. And then I cut my 2.5 inch off of that because I use my die cutting system. So I can't tell you if that's enough. I don't know. Okay, so T, this is Phyllis says, T, I'm going to do an Underground Railroad wall hanging quilt this year. 1 block a month. I want to make a 6-inch Jacob Ladders blocks. How do I convert or use my AccuQuilt? You are here, T. I think the Jacob's Ladders block, if I'm not mistaken, is a 9-patch block. So that means you've got 3 blocks going across. So you've got 3 rows and 3 columns. So basically you're going to divide your 6 inches by 3. So that means each of your areas, so your 4 patches need to be 2 inches. So that means you're going to be cutting like 1.5-inch squares or strips depending on how you're piecing it. And then your half square triangles, I think it has half square triangles if I'm not mistaken, they have to be 2-inch finished. So that's how you convert. You have to do some division. Welcome, Sharon Brewington. Vicky says, his husband on the computer, T? He shouldn't be because he tends to not be on. Adrian Riaz is here, says, hi, everyone. Hi, Adrian. Oh, Phyllis, have the Underground Railroad block. You want 6-inch finished block. Okay. Camille says, you are good here in Knoxville, but I am going to have to say goodnight and watch the upload. Hope your weeks gets better. Thank you, Camille. Tiffany say, just drink some more wine. You know I haven't. I had that 1 glass when I was talking with you all on Saturday. And I haven't even thought about that wine. I told you I'm not a real drinker. I will do that. I probably will. I got a couple of things I want to watch on television at 8 o'clock. And it's a 15 minutes to 8 now because of this internet messing up. Vicky says, I love my Go Electric and I have the Go Crank, laughing out loud. The Go Crank. Woo. You can use all Go dies on the studio with an adapter. Yes, you can. I do that as well. I sometimes will buy Go dies because they seem to come out with the Go dies before they'll come out with them on the studio. And then I harass them to death trying to get them to come out with it. And then they still don't. But I ended up buying the pineapple Go die because they didn't have one on the studio. And I think the pineapple block was 12 inches, but then on the studio it's only 10 inches. So I was still glad that I had it on the Go. But that's a good point. I forgot to mention, Diane, but I have mentioned it in previous videos. Camille said, I won my Go from the shop years ago. I use it a great deal. Awesome, awesome. And the key is having it set up somewhere so that you do use it, because I had my first Go for years and did not use it because all I had was a 2.5-inch strip die and the die that came with it that had the 4.5-inch square, half square triangle or square, 4.5-inch square, 2.5-inch square, and a 2.5-inch finished half square triangle. So I didn't use it a lot, but once I started getting more dies and getting things that were more difficult to cut, I started using it a lot, and now I have a spot set up for it. And Diane has to go electric. And Adrian is saying, wow, that's big. That die is big, and it cuts. Like even my strip dies, that's the width of what it will cut. And then I also have my strip dies, you know, as far as the length. Because the thing with the studio is that they sit in a tray. But that tray, you got two different size trays. And Vicky is gone. I saw her leave. Talked to her earlier. And my brother is here. He says, hey sis, I'm here. Better late than never, but you got my thumbs up already. Thank you so much. Welcome. And he says hi to everyone. Diane says, Go Electric cuts blocks on board. 2 regular dies at once. Yeah, I have, it is a little bit bigger. I think is it 14 inches wide? I can't remember now. But I know you can make like 12-inch blocks on it, but I'm not sure what the opening is on the Go Electric. I've never measured it. I've just been using it. Maybe it's 12 inches, but you can put through numerous dies after each other because there's no stopping on that one, I think. Got Kelly A here. Hi, Kelly. Welcome to the chat. Let's see. Alcohol doesn't help me sleep. It makes me stay half awake. No, I'm one of those ones that will go to sleep. Beverly says, gotta go all. Hope everyone has blessed evening. Good night, Beverly. Thank you so much for popping in. Not once, but twice. Appreciate it. Carolyn Bowser is here. She says, hello, 10 everyone. I finally finished my blocks. It's so addictive that I'm still making them laughing out loud. That is too funny. Dee Dee was making extra blocks too. She was actually putting fussy cut centers in them and everything else. She got on a roll. Deborah Richards is reminding everybody to hit the thumbs up. Thank you so much, Deborah. And yeah. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to go make some more boxes. Something that I shouldn't be doing. I still have this. I need to make this binding that has been on my long arm. I at least brought it into the sewing room now. It's the quilt that's on my frame. I most definitely have to take it off if I'm going to get the computerized system put on there. So I need to take that quilt off. So I can take it off, but I would prefer to put the binding on the long arm just to save me a step on my sewing machine. But yeah, I can take it off if push comes to shove though. And I can't think of anything else I needed to tell you guys. I did meet, I came on Saturday and told people that I met with my quilting group. We met in each other's home. I mentioned about a quilt retreat that we were having where we were looking for 4 extra people. Those slots have been taken. So those are filled. I sent out a notice to my scrap quilting club and they were filled that evening. I sent it out like 5 p.m. and they were gone by 7. So I'm glad we got that done so we don't have to worry about. It's not that it would be bad to have a visitor or a person we don't know quilting with us if they fill the spot. But it's just always, you know who you're going to be in the room with. You know you don't have to behave if you don't want to behave. And I'm not talking about being bad. I mean, just being yourself, you know. So you don't have to worry about any of that if you've got people of all like kind in a room. So that's kind of what I was doing. So my scrap club members, all except for 2 members, 4 of us, we got 6 members actually. And 4 of us are in the scrap club. So it's just 2 of them. So now we've got 10 people from scrap club and 2 people that are not in scrap club. So that's kind of how it worked out. So, but it'll be a fun retreat. That's the May retreat. Kelly says, I'm making some this evening too, but I only have 12 made so far for the blocks. That's pretty cool. That's a good start. Phyllis says, T, I went looking for strawberry Moscato. Couldn't find it. What brand? So I can drink with you the next late night. go check though. Let me go through the comments. I'll go pull it out the refrigerator. Maybe I'll drink straight from the bottle. I'm looking to see if my wine glass is back there. No, it's been washed. And Diane says, I've been searching my house for different scraps. Diane, you mean to tell me you don't have scraps? Come on. Just take fat quarters and cut them up, girl. T, I have fallen in love with string quilting. Yes, I love it because it really is so easy. Like I said, these blocks, I did them all in about 10 days, I want to say. And I could have done them quicker if I had worked on them continuously, but I've been doing other things. I was filling shirt orders as well. And that's the other thing. I did make that, if you're in the Facebook group, you should have seen where I made that shirt that you all asked about. So if you are interested in that, you can, and I don't know if it'll show up on my phone, but you all wanted me to change my group logo shirt. Here it is. This is on my phone. That's the only reason you can see this. But you can make the shirt any color you want. I just happened to do a red. This is not on a shirt. This is just my prototype. And I'm not sure if you can see down here, it's got Teaquilts cut in. I'm not sure if that's going to work or not. Somebody wanted me to put Teaquilts on the spool, but I'll see if that works. I haven't cut one yet to see. So if you all are interested in that shirt, just let me know. I'll also put it up as a post on my YouTube in the community tab. I don't know if you all know that we have a community tab on YouTube now where I can post a photo and we can chat over there as well in the comments section. Let me go back. Continue. Oh, Vivian, congratulations. She says she's gotten the AccuQuilt Go for Christmas. Just use it. Get it out and use it. And once you use it and incorporate it into your daily cutting, you will love it. June says, I got a quilt from a used store. It's old and needs a few places to fix. They want $55, but got it for $35 and a few more pieces of fabric. That's pretty cool. T, I can't be anyone else but myself. That's Miss Diane 57. Stella Rose is a good wine. Okay. Before you know it, they will begin to add up. Yes, it will. Those blocks go pretty fast. And Tiffany says, I have scraps for days, but I'm separating the string from the crumb. And then, and Diane says, I want pink and glitter. You want a pink shirt. They're all glitter, Diane. It's just not on this photo because this is where I design inside of my design program. So you can't see that it's glitter. I can only just pull the colors. And yeah, Diane, let me know your size because I don't want to make it in the wrong size. So that's why I keep telling you all to email me your request so I can make sure I get your size right. John Elkin says the AccuQuilt studio is hand cranked. Yes, it is. The studio is hand cranked, but you know how they say something is the difference when they tell you something is just like doing with butter. That's the difference between the AccuQuilt Go handle and the studio handle. It's not all that stress. I just turn that handle and it goes through 10 layers of fabric. You'd never know it. So. And June says, I did shoot that shirt. Will order one. I have a Go. Use it a lot. I'm glad you're using it. Carolyn says, T, what company do you purchase your vinyl from? I have a link down in my comment section for Heat Press Nation. I buy my vinyl from them because I can get it cheaper at when I buy more. So I try to do like my shirts. I'll let you change your shirt color. But I won't let you too much change the vinyl colors when I'm doing like a new shirt because I try to buy in bulk so that I can get a discount. This vinyl back here, this stuff here that you see, all of this vinyl, these are either leftovers from when I buy 5 to 10 yards of vinyl, or they're like the one sheets. I'll go to my local store and just buy one sheet. so that I can have some of every color on hand just in case a specialty order comes in. And then that's what this is. And then I also still have, I try to keep my scraps, but most designs I can't even use the scraps, so I don't even know why I'm keeping them, but I am currently right now. But it's called Heat Press Nation. That's also where I bought my Silhouette Cameo 3 and 4 from, because they have package deals that are, they give you other supplies with it, so I like that. And it's not much, it's only about $20 to $30 over what the regular price of the cutters are, but then you get a whole lot more in product. They even give you vinyl. You can pick the type of vinyl you want to get, or you can get a random mixing of all the vinyls. But that's where I buy my vinyl. You know you can't be in a room with a stranger when you don't have good Spencer control. Let me go figure out. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me go pull this wine bottle out the refrigerator so I can give her the name. And when it comes to drinking, because I'm not a drinker, I get the cheap stuff, okay? Now, this is a smaller bottle that's 1.5 pint, and they have one that's fatter than this that I buy when, like, people are coming over for the holiday. That's what I took to my daughter's house and left it. So this is Arbor Mist Pink Moscato Pineapple Strawberry. So it's a mix in there. So that's what it is. Because y'all know I'll forget. I have a short attention span. Yeah, I'm like Kelly, you just throw everything into those blocks, girl. But you know, it does take more piecing when you're using crumbs, like when I was adding some of the little pieces into the block, like right there. It does take more seams, but I kind of enjoy that. It's just part of the piecing process. I love crumbs and strings. I don't care. I use everything that's laying around that's sewable. I bought some vinyl from Joann's and Company called AC Moore, and it doesn't seem to stick. I don't buy vinyl from Joann's, Michael's. I don't get it even when I'm at Tuesday mornings, because you can get vinyl there at great deals. I just don't have good history with that type of stuff. I use Caesar. Haven't had too much problem. I have had some problem with some metallic that I had that was Silhouette. And so I don't buy that anymore either. So I just buy straight from Heat Press Nation. And then if I've ever had any problems with my orders, like one time I ordered a particular black vinyl, because there's different types of black, and they sent me a different kind than what I ordered. And they just gave me a credit for my next order, because I had a order, so I had to go ahead and use it. And I just let the customer know that I know it's not the right one. I can't get it any faster. And so we just went ahead and did it with that. But they do understand that when you're buying stuff in bulk, that you'll most likely have a customer base. So they try to give you a credit so you can then give your customer credit as well if their order isn't exactly what they ordered. So yes. Diane says the more dyes you have, the more you use Teaquilt, and that is so true. And I find the more complicated or difficult the pieces are, or if it's a lot of pieces, the more I use it, because I don't want to go cut all of that. I don't want to cut pieces for 300 half square triangles. I don't want to cut that. That's 600 pieces of fabric. I'd rather just go do it in like 10 minutes or less on my die cutting system than to spend hours cutting it the other way. Diane says you have to wash the stuff, but no fabric softener or dryer sheets. And no, well, maybe you do if you're buying it from Joann's now, but when I buy my vinyl, my Caesar vinyl, they know that we are using brand new shirts because we are selling them to customers. Customers are not ordering a used shirt. And then we are not going to be, the businesses don't have time to do laundry, to wash people's shirts and put them on. So Yeah, you should not have, your vinyl should not come up. So you shouldn't have to do all of that. When you wash the shirts, I wash my shirts inside out, and I do use fabric softener, but you do not dry HTV shirts. That's might be the problem too. You don't dry those shirts. I hang them to dry. But I've washed all kinds of my Teaquilt shirts, all the different styles. I've only had a problem with one, and I should have done a video on it, and I kept the pieces, and maybe I will at some point do a video. But they tell you about layering vinyls on top of each other, and I found that I couldn't use like metallic on the bottom and then put glitter on the top. It should ideally work, but every time I wash that shirt, the glitter ladders would wash right off of the metallic. So I will never do a shirt with metallics and glitter if they're touching. That's why on some shirts you will see, like even on this shirt here, you can see I'm using glitter and regular HTV. And I refuse, like in my spool, you can see where the sewing needle is going through. I leave a little bitty space, and I'm sure it's hard to see, but I leave a little space in between all those vinyls so that they're not touching and they're actually laying on the actual shirt. So okay, let's see. Tiffany says that light red / I'm thinking maroon color behind you is pretty from here. I don't know what color this. Y'all are funny, all in the background. The one below the yellow. Oh, this. She's talking about this stuff here. Okay. The vinyl, yes. And that's a metallic. That's the metallic. And that's the one you have to be careful with. And I'm not sure if that's Sizzix or Silhouette. I have to watch that kind of stuff. That sounds good. Not going to get anywhere. Having a big winter storm coming in maybe next week. Remo says I have 30 dyes. That's pretty cool. I even have a custom dye. My favorite dye for AccuQuilt is the tumbler block. Great to use up scraps. Yes, it is, Evelyn. That was one of my first favorites that I used. I used to use it a whole lot. And Phyllis says, thank you, T. Arbor Miss. Pink, Moscato, pineapple, strawberry. I'm not a drinker either, but will drink half a glass of wine from time to time. Yes, and it's really good. And they even have, I want to say, I don't know if it's Arbor Mist though, but they'll have like Zinfandel in a strawberry mix too. It's really good because I bought it by accident thinking it was this, and the Zinfandel was good. We got Melanie says, hello from Durham. I'm right before the end. Yes, indeed. Hey, Melanie. We had a Melanie C, and now we've got a Melanie D. That's pretty cool. Oh, it leaves Melanie with a headache to drink wine. Okay. And Diane says, I can't drink beer. It makes my tummy hurt. Gives me a headache. Hey, Kim. Kim is here. She says, hello, everyone. Hey, haven't seen you in a minute. So, but yeah. So, if you're, Diane, send me email for your size, because I can't remember, girl. I don't want to get the wrong size, and I don't want to be calling out your size on YouTube, okay? And she says anything strawberry. Alrighty. So let's see. What time is it? It is 8:05. So I'm going to probably go ahead and get off of here. Just want to make sure I didn't miss any last comments. That's Diane saying anything strawberry gives her a headache. So, But yes, so thank you all so much. As I said, I appreciate you guys. You know, when like I said, in a down mood before I even come online, I didn't think I was going to make it because I was still talking to a friend like 10 minutes before time for me to go. She called me at 6 o'clock. So, but I so love that you all put me in a whole different spirit when I come in here. And that's one of the reasons I do come in here. So, thank you all so much for being such great supporters, being my therapy. See, quilting is my therapy. So, but yeah. Um, thank you all so much. And I will see you all next Wednesday. I don't know if I'm going to come on live or not because I need to be retraining my body to sleep, but we'll see how that goes. So, I appreciate you all, and I will see you all next time I go live. Stay blessed, everybody. Thank you all so much. Hi, Jennifer J. We're about to close off, girl. I'll see you next time.